Our visit to Chiang Mai was the first step in our sabbatical break. We had different plans for the beginning of our big trip, but we had to change them at the last moment. In this case, the choice of destination was pretty simple. Cheapest ticket which will be able to take us to some warm place. That's how we ended up in Thailand. From cold and cloudy November Europe, we moved straight into colorful celebration of the Loi Krathong and Peng festivals in Chiang Mai. To be honest, we had no idea what to expect, so we just went to the old town and got in the middle of a huge parade with people in traditional clothes from all over the Thailand. Shows with music and dancing presented by beautiful girls and handsome guys lasted for hours. We stopped watching for some time to join the celebration by launching lanterns into the sky. It is supposed to free us from the things like hatred, unhappiness, bad luck and anger. Riverbank was full of people doing the same. Sky looked really amazing, and we could feel the happiness and joy fills us up. Another part of the festival was releasing small colorful baskets into the river. If the basket floats away, then it means prosperity for the next year. Otherwise, worries will come back to the owner. We skipped this part as we did it some years ago already. Thailand is very famous for its street markets, and of course with such celebration it had to be there. Several parts of the old town were filled with stands full of healthy juices handcrafted, musicians, sometimes even Thai massages, and tasty food. Oh, the food! The taste, variety, we couldn't get enough. Every place with different types, different ingredients and proper hotness. And we like it spicy. During our research about Southeast Asia, we found a huge amount of abuse against animals, especially elephants. So we wanted to be as far as possible from it. But meanwhile, we read that there are places where they buy these beautiful animals from cruel owners and give them better life, without slavery and tortures. Unfortunately, they can't be released into the wild anymore and need to be taken care of. We visited a place like this and we spent a half of the day with them. We dressed the same way as local tribe which is taking care of elephants, so they wouldn't be afraid of us. We had multiple activities with them, starting with feeding. They grab food with a trunk which is really big and strong, so it was a little bit scary. Through giving them mud massage, I never would have thought how strange their skin feels, so thick. Later washing them and walking through the jungle and feeding them one more time. They are magnificent animals, and being so close to them was a great experience. And we hope elephants were happy as well. Maybe it's not the best life they should have, but it's way better than before. For all cat lovers who miss their pets during travel, there are substitutes. A cat cafes. We're not sure about such places, but in the end, at least for us, it seems that cats there have a pretty good life. Good food, plenty of toys, and the people that want to play with them. So it was a pretty relaxing experience. Europe is full of old churches. Thailand has Buddhist temples everywhere. Each one of them is different, with amazing sculptures outside, golden and emerald Buddha statues, snakes, dragons, and other mythical creatures. Plenty of paintings inside depicting scenes from history and holy books. We also have seen monks' wax sculptures that were made so realistic that for the moment we thought that they were alive. For people that like hiking, one thing is a must. Monk's Trail that leads from outside of Chiang Mai through the jungle and reaches the first point, Wat Phra Singh, a monastery used as a resting place for worshippers on the trail. Place begins with a waterfall where we could cool down and awesome sculptures on entry and exit. The hike goes up the mountain and we reached on the end Wat Phra Singh Suthep, temple from 14th century. It's a holy place for Buddhists, completely filled with monks, worshippers and tourists. We've seen dozens of Buddha sculptures and what's most important, gold-plated stupa that supposedly holds half of the Buddha's shoulder bone. One of the bigger disappointments of the region was our trip to Doi Inthanon, a national park with Thailand's highest mountain with the same name. We somehow expected a little bit of sport and great views, but we found out that the peak lies just a few meters from the parking and is nearly flat and covered with forest. Happily, a little bit lower is a path that takes us out of the jungle. We were forced to take a guide that could barely speak English, and the path was clearly marked and super safe, so it was just another way to force us to pay for something we don't need. Anyway, nature there is quite crazy, as it is basically a rainforest in the middle of the country that we always considered pretty dry, especially during winter time. From the path we have seen Queen and King's pagodas, that we reached later by getting a little bit lower. Both have interesting interiors, but bas reliefs outside of them are really worth seeing. Not to forget great views of the park. Last things that saved the trip were deserted waterfalls a few kilometers away. Few hundred steps through the jungle and we got to a place with beautiful views and a cold water, which on such a hot day was really amazing. If you plan to go there, don't forget the swimwear. And finally, last but not least, point in Chiang Mai, Art in Paradise, 3D art gallery that you became part of it. Partially thanks to how things are painted, and partially thanks to usage of augmented reality in your own mobile phone. In the beginning we didn't know what to expect, but we spent hours there playing with every possible thing and we had enormous amount of fun. If you have a chance, you need to go there. Next step, Chiang Mai. See you soon!